can look at it as it is. You can look at the lack of movement and be like, oh, it doesn't matter that it's like this because I'm still going to get my end. It doesn't matter that it's like this. It's actually leading to my end. It's actually part of the end. It's actually the thing that's going to help me get to the end, even if it looks so barking shit right now. And I know that that is the case because I have a circumstance in my life at the moment that looks completely shit. Now, I could choose myself as a coach to follow my own advice, or I could give up and think, oh, this is too fucking hard. Next, I give up on this thing, right? But that would go against everything that I teach, that this out here has no free will, that the people involved in it are only reflecting me, that the whole circumstance was created by me, so it doesn't fucking matter. So why would I give up on something I knowingly or unknowingly created, and I know I created it because I'm the fucking coach? This person said, I looked at it and said, I can change it out loud, and shrugged my shoulders. That's a wonderful attitude to have. Ah, look at this. Oh, well, I can change it. Even if it's so fucking shit right now. So let's do a Loz lesson about letting go of the old story completely while the circumstances aren't great. Okay, let's read the suggestion. How to let go of the old story completely, especially when it has been so dominant over years. Sometimes talking about my new story feels so good, but then I realize, looking out here, that there's no movement in the 3D. Don't want to go searching, but it's so evident. And then all the affirmations, subliminals feel unbelievable. So let's talk about that. When it feels so evident to your 3D reality, when it feels so solidly real, as Neville talks about it as, that's when you guys get into issues because you think it matters, you think it's real, you think it's solid, you think it's unmovable, unchangeable, it's going to stay that way, you're stuck. The more you think that, the more it will stay that way. And that's what a lot of you constantly do, is look at it as if it is set in stone. So whatever it is that's happening right now that's unfavourable in your 3D reality, ask yourself, am I looking at this as too hard, unchangeable, set in stone, isn't moving? I'm searching for movement, but nothing's changed. And therefore, if you are thinking that therein lies the problem, that you are thinking that it is immovable, unchangeable, too hard, and not moving, not changing. So the antithesis to that is to imagine it changed. Therefore, to look at it, compare the new story you're trying to tell with the old story that's showing up, it's going to throw you. So what this person is trying to do is let go of that old story and talk about the new and think about the new, but then the looking at the 3D is throwing them. And it's the looking at it and not turning your attention away from it that throws so many of you. And I know right now that the 3D can seem so shit. If it seems so shit right now, and this is something I was just having a conversation with somebody about, take the shitness as part of the manifestation. Well, this is leading me to my end. Even though this is happening, I am still getting what I want. This is the bridge of incidents leading to my end, my manifestation that I am manifesting. And it doesn't matter what's happening right now because it's leading there. I can accept it as it is and be like, this is part of it. So many of you are trying to ignore it. If you accept what is happening now as the leading to part of it, it's the middle, it's so much easier. Because you can look at it as it is. You can look at the lack of movement and be like, oh, it doesn't matter that it's like this because I'm still going to get my end. It doesn't matter that it's like this. It's actually leading to my end. It's actually part of the end. It's actually the thing that's going to help me get to the end, even if it looks so barking shit right now. And I know that that is the case because I have a circumstance in my life at the moment that looks completely shit. Now, I could choose myself as a coach to follow my own advice, or I could give up and think, oh, this is too fucking hard. Next, I give up on this thing, right? But that would go against everything that I teach, that this out here has no free will, that the people involved in it are only reflecting me, that the whole circumstance was created by me, so it doesn't fucking matter. So why would I give up on something I knowingly or unknowingly created, and I know I created it because I'm the fucking coach? This person said, I looked at it and said, I can change it out loud, and shrugged my shoulders. That's a wonderful attitude to have. Ah, look at this. Oh, well, I can change it. Even if it's so fucking shit right now. You have to have faith. Faith in the unseen. Faith in the lack of movement. Faith in what you can't see happening right now. Are you going to have that faith, or are you going to fold? Are you going to have that faith, or are you going to give up? Because if you give up, you'll just find the same circumstance the next time, eventually, because you're still the same you were before. Are you guys getting this? So in order to answer this question, how to let go of the old story completely when it's been so dominant over years, well, part of that might be accepting what is turned up right now, that's shit, and then start saying, but it doesn't matter that this isn't changing. I am changing the story internally. Now, this person sounds like they might just be doing affirmations and subliminals, and that's it. It doesn't sound like they're doing much more, because what else are they doing? You also don't need to be talking about your new story to anybody. That's what they're doing. You're talking to yourself. It's inner talk that we're talking about here. So what are you saying to yourself to enable you to let go of the old story completely? That this will work out regardless, that I have the power here, that I am manifesting all this, so I better stop thinking all the old shit, that I am in control, that they have no free will. If you don't understand how to actually get a harness on that thinking and what no free will even means, or that you are now putting yourself in a position of powerlessness instead of a position of being the operant power, then come and join me right now in the Subconscious Laws Squad for my extended no free will master course. And I'll put it here on YouTube when this goes on the Subconscious Laws YouTube. Because so many of you aren't really getting that they have no free will, aren't really getting that this is just your manifestation, even if it's shit. And right now, in my current circumstance, in my life, I need to go and do my own course and remind myself that I'm the power, that this out here, the circumstance has no free will, regardless of how bad it is, that it is leading, it is a bridge of incidents to the end, that everything is part of this end, that I will get regardless, that you will get regardless of this. So in order to answer this question, how to let go of the old story completely, well, maybe you don't even need to do that right now. All you need to do is just say, well, I'm changing it. Because sometimes you guys sitting here psychoanalyzing yourselves and what you're thinking and how long you've been thinking it and what new self-concept to have, maybe you just need to step into the self-concept of, I'm getting this no matter what. I'm getting my end no matter what. Because right now you psychoanalyzing yourself and trying to change the old story of you and it is too difficult. So just step into your God state and the understanding that there's no free will first. And that's what we do in this course. Okay, so come and join us for it. You get it as part of your membership in the squad. AI summary. Learning to manifest by accepting the shit in your life. Share your thoughts. Well, I'm not saying accept the shit, AI. I'm saying accept it as part of the bridge of incidents. Accept it as part of the manifestation rather than trying to change it, because you can't change it. It is reflecting you. Accept it as part of the journey towards your end. Can you guys see a difference? What's this? People are congratulating someone. This is what I felt today, needed to hear this. Look, guys, a lot of you feel this right now, that your circumstances are immovable, unchangeable, that nothing's changing. But then, okay, see that as part of leading to the end. Are you living in that end, or are you giving up? That's what you guys need to ask yourselves. And it doesn't matter how much you're changing the old story right now. If you keep looking at the 3D and seeing it as immovable and unchanged, you can have a change in the old story all you like, but you're giving power away to your 3D. How many of you are giving power away to your 3D right now? How many of you? Ask yourself if you still are. I know I was this week because of a really bad circumstance. And I've got people in my ear, oh, this is really bad, this is really bad. Oh my God, it's so bad. What do we do? It's so bad. I'm like, fucking shut up. I was me. Okay. I've had so many physical wins, but I keep bringing in injury one after the other. If you've got a story that keeps happening, then that'll keep happening. Me. Okay, guys, stop it. Stop it at once. Please come and join me in the Subconscious Laws Squad for the No Free Will Master Course, and you will master this, okay? I've been doing your thought transmission videos with the Free Will course. Good. So, guys, go over to my thought transmission channel, and we do have some videos on No Free Will over there. They're all about no free will, really, because they're all sending out the right thinking into the consciousness. Not really sending it to other people. You can think of it if it is, if that helps you. But it's really, you are now conscious of these new thoughts. And there's subliminals and affirmations and meditations over there. I hate when people are so negative, like, shut up. Look, guys, it's very hard to be around negative people when you're trying to do this. It is very difficult, but you've got to zone them out, like, you know, that episode of Sex and the City when Charlotte goes to the guy who does the acupuncture and he's like, there's a protest outside and it's noisy, and he's like, Charlotte, you have to learn to zone out the noise. And she's like, Dr. Wang, I can't do it. And he's like, you have to zone it out. And she sits there and zones out all the noise outside the New York streets. That's just the noise, guys. The circumstances, the 3D is just the noise. Can you zone it out and imagine your end and just know that this is leading there? Can you do that? I know you can. It's just hard sometimes when negativity is around you or negative circumstances are in front of you. I know. How can I feel worthy for a good job with more money? I was just laid off. What has being laid off got to do with being worthy of a job? Sometimes you're laid off because you're too fucking good for the job. I remember I didn't get a job one time because they told me I was too intelligent for it. You're too intelligent to work here. Huh? Stop tying up whatever's happening to you with your lack of self-worth. Doesn't mean shit that you got laid off. Maybe it's leading to you starting your own business. Maybe it's leading to a better job, but you're deciding it's leading to fucking nowhere. It's leading to you being worthless, apparently. Why are you equating what's happened in the 3D with your worth? I'm restarting the No Free Will course again because of how much it clicked. I will get more out of every watch. Yes, guys, some people are rewatching a lot of the videos. So I've just put out part 5 of the No Free Will course. And in that, I'm discussing people's success stories and what they did to understand no free will, to get their SPs back, to get the relationship, to get the contact, to get the financial gains. I'm using a lot of different examples in that, and I'm actually reading out actual success stories from my followers. And then there's a workbook to go with it so you can do the same. Okay, so come and join us inside the Subconscious Law Squad. I will see you in there. And I also go live on Thursday, so you can join me there and ask your questions. What's the difference between you and old self-thinking? How do we know we change? You'll know because you're not thinking the old shit. Ask yourself, are you still thinking the old shit? Guys, you won't need to ask that question if you're thinking the new. There is no asking of that question. You would know. So the answer is obviously you're still thinking the old. Otherwise, you wouldn't even ask that. I decided the issue that happened yesterday leads to my engagement, lol. Exactly, guys, it leads to the manifestation. It's the perfect manifestation that leads somewhere. Okay, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you soon. Make sure to follow and subscribe.